Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel as always. And as you can see here, you're getting a face reveal, clearly, because this is me all day all night long. Bloodshot eyes of no slip. Yeah, no, but anyway, welcome back to Vampyr. As last time, Mr. Man of the Escalon Club got a bit fed up with my funny business, so... And I thought, and I do believe that we're getting relatively close towards the end up of the game, and that we are very soon. No, not the marker. And that we are very soon going to be done with the game. I wonder what this is all gonna turn out to be. But anyway, let's not further address this, and let's get right cracking into the action. Now, what am I to do here? So, reach the Pembroke Hospital. I have done so. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go meet go to Edgar Swansea's office, yeah. Okay, we have finally made it. Whew.
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar? Looks like he's wounded. I better follow the blood.
Oh no, they've taken Edgar. Oh no, he... Not Edgar. He's the homie. He's the main homie. Oh, don't tell me I gotta get. Don't tell me I gotta that they've. Ooh, oh, so many theories are popping up into my head now. Oh. If this is not a caged arena battle, then I don't know what is. This is a boss. This is gonna be difficult.
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for one.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it. Just like you are.
You're his progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak!
Oh, you were planning to torture me with the light, huh?
So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true.
Well, I've been wanting to kill this guy for a long time, so...
Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
You just drank somebody else's blood. What's that gonna do?
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father.
Well, I don't even
Close
know.
your eyes! This is gonna hurt.
Good start. How? He attacked me instantly the second I went.
Your point, the blood of a true defender of this land will protect you.
Oh. Okay, he is resisting all my attempts to clog his heart.
Why does simple light burn you so much?
This guy is a piece. You really are a piece of work. Yo, okay. That's the first battle I've ever actually lost. That's the first time I believe I've died. I don't think I've died before. Oh. And that was reborn.
Come on, Reed. Try something else.
Try something else. No. That hurt you, didn't it? There we go, back up. What? What? How does he reach? I'm almost dead.
The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me.
Yeah, oh yeah, the light hurts a lot. The light hurts a lot. Okay, he's gonna charge. I can't do anything. I have no blood. I have no blood. I can't heal myself. It's just death. It's just hello, welcome to the underworld. Oh, and I start off with basically no blood. Okay, good to know.
Some style.
Well, I won't use my claw. I have to resort to brute strength only. Nope. Okay.
The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me.
Okay, you can also dodge. Jesus. Oh, yes, give me your blood. Oh, Jesus.
Come on, Reed. Close your eyes.
Jesus. I didn't mean to clog the heart. Now I wasted blood. Darn. Nope, too late. Oh, there we go. That's a lot of damage.
I'll pin you down.
Oh, Jesus. Oh no, I was stunned. I didn't know I was stunnable. We'll get out of the light. Get out of the light.
If you're so innocent, your poisonous bite is useless on me.
Okay, back up, back up, back up. No, no. You're dead. You're dead. He's not. Okay, yeah, he did that. He did that. Okay. Oh.
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I'm not saying we could be friends, you and I. But perhaps we could collaborate to put an end to this epidemic.
Never! We are Priwen. We do not negotiate. We do not compromise.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now. For there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
Oh.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
Turn, you sacrifice 1,000. Oh yes, do it!
I'll make you a vampire. I'll make you one of us.
No! Kill me!
Prepare yourself, Hunter. You're about to be hunted, just like me.
No! No!
When I kissed my poor man goodbye, I had no idea what I was doing. But now I do. Consider this my kiss of Judas.
I will only not spare him. He's the only one I won't spare because he's a piece of shit. He is actually a piece of shit.
Welcome to the world through the looking glass.
The thing is, you really don't actually want to be a vampire, because the ever-living, you know, immortality is such a pain and always being hated and hunted by people. So I feel like giving, instead of that guy was he needed to be punished for the actions that he did, and I gave him the worst kind of hell. I know all he did was trying to protect the people of London, but I really didn't like him. I really did not like that guy. Let me just... Can I heal myself? No, I cannot heal myself, okay. Reach Doris Fletcher's theater. Wait, I gotta go back there? Oh, there we go. No. Doris Fletcher. I have finally... Mene! Why? Amaverine! Jesus, how many people do I got? You all annoy me so much. You are not strong against this though. Oh wait, can I just enter the theater? No, thank you.
So Priwen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
You're weak to literally everything. I don't need any more blood currently, so you'll die by a simple smash to the face. Okay, and yeah. Well, I will need to face you first, because you won't let me go. You'll die by sucking out all of your juices. Here we go. Back to the theater. Investigate it. He was the last one I wanted to have that attack hit, but okay. It's the fact that these guys can... He can see me, but you can't. What? Oh, there we go. Good damage, and I get some blood back. And now you come into the picture. Okay. Oh. Ah, the light! Stop it! It hurts. I am your god. Bow down. Jesus. Okay. Now where is my Edgar? Investigate after Swansea kidnapping. Ooh. McCollum's reports. Okay, time for story time. I just finished reading Doris Fletcher's journal. As painful and dreadful as it was, my god, the woman planned to see everyone in London afflicted by infecting all who would come to her next play. It helped me understand greatly what is going on. Doris Fletcher's real name is Doris Jones. She was the daughter of some Harriet Jones, who has been treated as a patient for a long time at the Pembroke Hospital. She clearly hated her mother, but used her fame and notoriety to see her while visiting the poor and sick in the East End. I don't know exactly what happened then, but this is how her mother infected her before returning to the theatre. And now, she turned into that monstrosity that the leech known as Jonathan Reed finally defeated. The presence of that vampire in the same hospital where Harry Jones was treated can't be a coincidence. I'm convinced he's deeply involved with the vampire plague going on in London right now. I am also convinced Swansea is his accomplice, and that those two are planning something more terrifying than anything the guard has ever faced. Maybe I should take some time to read the old books and the manuscripts the guards still possess to get some answers. It may prove useful. In the meantime, I will send some patrols to patrols to investigate about what is occurring in the Pembroke Hospital. And then, how much later is this? He says in the first sentence, it took me 2 days to pass through dusty registers and books we keep in the vault. God, I hate losing time like this. The search did not prove fruitful. For once, I found 2 pages that could be related to our present situation and a copy of William Marshall's memoirs. I took them with me to read more carefully. This creature Marshall says he fought in 1666. This disaster that aimed to destroy London, it is very similar to what happened with Doris Fletcher. Disease, infection, hate of the living, a desire to see the city ransacked. I have no doubt now that the bloody old leech of William Marshall is behind all this, and that he is back. This could be our greatest accomplishment. If the god could at last find and destroy that old bastard, I believe what Marshall did in 1666 is exactly what Reed is now trying to do. Did the creature this disaster escape their will? Is it why Marshall destroyed him in 1666 and Reed did the same with Doris Fletcher before she became such a creature? I don't know, but those two are clearly working together, and Swansea is helping them. I will immediately give orders to have him arrested and interrogated. As for Reed, I'll destroy the evil beast myself, and then we'll deal with William Marshall. And for this disaster thing, Prewin will prevail once more.
Doris Fletcher was about
why the
to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
And then there's just 2 cross. Wouldn't this technically just like harm me by these just being here? Oh yeah, no, their power comes from the belief of the user. That's it. Well, yes. He hasn't seen me yet, so I'm gonna use my
It's locked, all right.
Well, charge him. Are you kidding me? I hate facing these. I hate facing these guys because they're always such a pain. He cannot get stunned. That guy was... Well, he was quite easy to kill though because he didn't fight back the same way like the other big guys. Okay.
It's locked.
Ah, it's locked. Okay. Well, then this is probably what I'm looking for. The Vampire Knight. William Marshall. Forget the legend about the man. The one most of you never heard of, you lazy bastards. Forget the empty tomb in the temple church. Forget the death of those among us who died trying to locate him. We, the god, know that he is still hiding somewhere. That's the only fact we must keep in mind. Another small detail we need to keep in mind. This little fucker is clever. How many times have we thought we had cornered him to finally only find that only dust and cobwebs? Marshall has been a vampire for 1,000 years. We're no match until we change our plans concerning his hunt. So here are a few questions for you lazy bastards, and I want all of them answered. Before speaking of another great hunt to pin the leech down, who helped him escape his den under the temple church? I can't English. We know now for a fact that a private contractor was paid to move a large coffin from the church a few years before we investigated the tomb. What exactly did the traitors of the Brotherhood of St. Paul discuss with Marshall when they meet in 1785 in London? The report of this meeting has been burnt, but the witnesses remain of a request made by Marshall to access a specific book in their library. What does the monstrosity known as Lady Blackwood seem linked to, Marshall? They exchanged letters. She went on to meet him in 1786, according to the Brotherhood spies. She tried to discreetly buy him castle in Wales in 1793 before fleeing when spotted by a fearless mental Kendall Stone. See the pattern here? What happened during these few years was such agitation and activity. Answer these questions, my brothers, and you will find the path to our most eminent foe, William Marshall, oldest vampire of England to survive our righteous wrath. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldritch, Pre-Win leader. Oh, that was it. This is the thing I was supposed to read. Oh, I just read that. Okay, well. William Marshall's memoirs. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole finally agreed to meet in London. They proposed to meet inside the new Cathedral of St. Paul. I like the wit and solemnity of these men. What a symbol to choose the place where I defeated this disaster. But also the place where I fell. I agreed to their proposition. There is the sacred silence of the church and under the eye of God. They respectfully listen to me, they acknowledge my victory against the evil creature, then the thus Astro, the eater of stars, who only wished to spread death and pestilence all around her. Since they acknowledged my will to save London in 1666, they heard my request, my burning desire to stop the blood of hate. The primate promised to come back to me with an answer. The primate of St. Paul wrote back to me with just a name, the Tear of Angels, according to him. The ancient artifact could heal anything, cleanse any blackened soul, and purify my blood. Blessed be the Lord, it took me more than 100 years to find a cure for the blood of hate, but I may finally have found it. Soon the rage shall end, soon I may repair the wrong I did and cleanse my failures. Now all I need to do is retrieve the necessary ingredients to create the artifact. Blood of the purest heart mixed with the blood of a king. To find such rare ingredients is not that worries me the most, for time is on my side. It's the last part that worries me. Pure essence of garlic. I'm afraid it will literally hurt like hell when I drink the antidote, but if that's the price to pay to cleanse my soul and correct my mistakes, I am ready to endure this excuse. There, my tongue is twisted up, down, left, right, in, out. Excruciating pain. There we go.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
Swansea!
Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Oh. Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
This is a cinematic, so this might be bait. I don't know. I killed McCullum though, so...
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Geoffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skull epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
I put him in a somewhat delicate position when I made him an immortal.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of
I'm
action?
not. I can't say it was.
Time will tell.
But
The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
Edgar, as much as I would like to believe you, I have a few concerns that require clarification.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Oh.
What can you tell me
I don't really
about
want to
William
question
Marshall?
him when he's in this state, but...
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Also, I'm not speaking during this because I want you all to take in the story as much as you can without me, breaking.
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Ooh, oh no, 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 no. Oh, this is such a dilemma. Holy shit, I knew this was gonna happen. Oh, I did not want this to happen. Oh god. You know what? You know, this is what I'm thinking. We already turned McCullum. Should I just turn him too? I don't want him to die. The thing is, yes, what he did wasn't the right thing to do, but we all make mistakes, and he's still such a sweet soul, so I'm not gonna let him die. If it would be anything, I would embrace him to make his death quicker, for him to not feel pain. But nah, you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna turn him too.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless
he might
you
hate
want
me.
to.
He's gonna hate me for this.
What do you mean?
He's gonna hate me for this.
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
It's not
I
a
have
gift,
no way
bro.
of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
I'm just turning everybody now. I'm just making everybody my accomplice. Well, you'll have the rest of time to do your research. It might drive you mad, but oh yeah, okay, so it has hint unlocked and hint failed. Okay, so certain things gets unlocked, but everything else fails when you do a certain action. Okay, so the thing is, I'm letting everybody live. Every person. I don't think I've killed anybody, like, through the story. I've killed one person because I was in desperate need to level up. But other than that, I've let everybody live. Oh, Edgar. Wake up, my glorious child. I will meet you soon enough again. Well, either the way, guys, that was an amazing episode. We went through so much there. We right here at the end we killed McCollum, and I'm trying to remember what we did at the beginning of the episode. It was mostly traveling back and forth for me. Like straight from the bat, I just went to the hospital, and I killed my column. Everything in between there, I was just killing, you know, enemies that you've seen me kill several hundred times before. And we got a lot to know about the past on the whole thing with William Marshall. And we just turned 2 people right at the end. 2 people right at the end we turned. And I am so ready to see what will happen after this, because I'm so curious. I am so curious to see how this will turn out. Because I haven't turned anybody yet. So that was kind of also one thing I really wanted to do. I wanted to turn people. But I also, there was a lot of times where I didn't want to do any, I didn't want to kill, because before I only had the choice of kill or live. But this time, with several of the latest ones, I actually was able to turn them, and that was a super fun ideal for me. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and or dislike it if you don't. If you want to see me do something else, this game is probably, again, I still believe I'm getting very close to the end, so I don't know how much there is left of this game. But if there's any other game you would like to see me play, or anything else you want to let me know, please feel free to leave it down in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this content, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!